Hey boys and girls, it's Chad again, and we're bringing you more battles. This is going to be another siege night, so hopefully this is the map we're going to be playing, and I'll tell you a little bit about this map. As you can see, now obviously people are going to have a look at this and think, hang on, what's going on? This fort doesn't have a back, but technically those are map edges, so think of it as like a corner of a huge fort. I suppose you could think of it in that way. So what you've got is these are defending points. You've got a standard cannon there and a nice mortar complete with high explosive shots, and you've also got more cannons on the walls. There you go, with your canister and standard ball shot, and another one there. Steps on the edge so that people can see over the wall, and another cannon over here. Now, as you can see, over the back here, you've got some ladders there and a side entrance. So you can see there, essentially they can get the ladders up if they can get round there. Now, let's have a look. There is the entry. So that would take them directly into the area of the flag. So you pretty much guarantee there's going to be a lot of defence there, and there's the gate point. So it could be that they'll hop up the ladders, get to the gate point, wind the gate up even, open that gate, get in there, get the flag. Now, the ways that the attacking team has to get over, you have essentially got ladders down the front here. You've got an entrance in the front as well, as the teams are all being sorted, and ladders as well, see? So they can attack the front. However, technically speaking, that could be suicide, because the only way you're going to get across is these boats. Now, obviously, you've got no bridge on that side because of the lake, but you do have a bridge on the left side. So it depends whether or not they're going to go for the boats. They might try and go en masse, but they're going to come under the fire of at least 6 cannons, and that's going to get messy. So they do have boats over here. They've got boats so that they can move people around as well. So it's going to be interesting. I'm thinking that what they'll probably do is pour fire into there, maybe keep their attendants going on at the front, while the rest of the team make a rush around the side here and try and make their way up these walls at the side, as they are going to be least defended, I would have thought. But if you look, you can still see a reasonable selection of cannons here. You've got mortar over there, cannons overlooking this gate. So you can see basically everyone getting set up. So that's how it's looking. Now, obviously, inside the fort, you've got plenty of trees covering people. You've got buildings, a nice church, nice building over here, overlooking the point, complete with a small cannon as well. So grape shot can come firing down from here. And this is also helpful. You can see here, you've got another one that can pour grape shot, or canister shot, I should say, into the front of this door. Now, the only drawback is you're going to possibly take out that door, so you don't want to fire until they start pouring through here. You've got this church as well, so people can get up here, pour fire down from the church, and various other defensive areas. So it's fair to say that once they breach this wall, they're going to have a hard time defending it, because they're going to pour in through there. Absolutely pour in. So let's see what's going on. These are the guys all getting set up. They're going to go live pretty soon, but I just wanted to give you a quick map overview so you can see what's going on in between all the team killing, as that's part of the fun anyway. So you can see the cannon guys here warming up, taking pot shots at the spawn, and you can see standard cannon there, and this fine fellow with an extremely... oh, heaven. So there we go. There's a nice cannon, explosive cannonball, mortar shot. There it goes. Hello there. So that's firing into the distance. You can see that. Just in the centre of the screen, there's a dot travelling down. So, as you can see, this is the defensive makeup of this particular area. So you can see the cannon side stuff. Right hand side was essentially a death trap. You don't want to get anybody into the right-hand side. It's going to be very hard to get past this section here. There is a ladder that you can get to, but to be honest, I'll be very surprised if they make any kind of inroad into this area here, because there's only 2 ladders, and it's just going to cause a lot of death in that area, because you're going to have people sitting on the wall like this guy, pouring fire down into the enemy. There's Che there. So, this is going to be interesting to see how things go. So these guys obviously getting into a boat, doing a little bit of checking to see how things go. Okay, so Asti's doing a quick map fix on the cannon. So there's good shot. Whoops-a-daisy. The Lieutenant Colonel just fell out of the boat. A little bit of lag. So, little bit of technical problems. But, oh dear, one of the guys just floated. Okay, that's an unfortunate time to be floating upside down. That's a bad situation to be in, as you see him backwards and upside down in the boat. You better hold his breath. Right, they're coming in. Oh, there we go. So, this is like D-Day, he says. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's very much like D-Day. People dying before they even got off the transport. Yeah, very like D-Day. So, as you can see, this is the kind of thing that they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get into this location here. You'll be taking fire from all directions. They've got to get the ladders up into these areas. At the same time, you're going to have the defenders, which will be these fine fellas, the 88th, the torpedoes squad, led by Colonel Joker. Essentially, they are going to be defending. So doesn't he look wonderful? A little bit pasty, but never mind. Another flat-faced gentleman. Recruit clueless. And there is... God, everyone's so flat-faced here. There's no... Ah, that's better. Bit of a hawk nose going on there. Definite better. So there's... Oh, nice kill there by Temurai. So, you can see here a lot going on. This is essentially what these guys are going to do. They're going to try and come across the... Yeah, he's going to take a shot. Now, the question is he going to survive? No. So his body is now on the boat. So you've got a few more people coming across on the boat here, taking a few shots. This is the problem that you're going to have going across on the boat. You are going to be a massive, massive target. So that's essentially it. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly pause until these guys... Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that's a little nasty. We're going to pause until the game actually begins, so we'll be right back. Okay, everyone, we are ready to go. So, let me tell you about the teams. On the Russian side, you have the 77Y, the 13TE, the 88th. Let's see if there's any more in there. That seems to be it for the Russians. On the side of the Brits, we have the LI, the 41st, the 4E, the 66th, the Munsters, and the 94th in there as well. The 4E, of course, and so many others. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? So if we look at the actual numbers, there you go, 101 to 91. So this is going to be interesting as the 77Y are outnumbered on this occasion. Look at these fine gentlemen. This must be, yeah, this is the 88th. Setting up with, there you go, nice triple line by the 77Y, who is Tail End Charlie. That is Sergeant Andre. And the guys are moving out, no doubt. There is Scruff, no doubt. Yeah, that's Scruff, the man with the beard. Oh! Baker. That was nasty. So I guess everyone's ready. And they're going to do a live on reset, so... Out. Look at that. Now the trouble is, essentially what's going to happen is these guys can hit the spawn. They can hit the spawn with the artillery, and that means that these guys cannot get lined up in this area. So there we go. There we are live. And here we go. All the guys are getting set up. So these are the Brits. This is the attacking force. You've got a section going over to the left-hand side, and you've got guys piling into the boats. So you can see there, all piling into the boats. So it's obviously these guys are going to have to try and do a human wave attack onto the members who are getting into the boats. So you can see all these fine fellows hopping in. Those guys there may not want to stand around for too long. So you can see the guys in the boats here. Oh, one guy's just fallen out of the boat. Oh, the boat just got sunk. The boat just got sunk. That's really bad. Lots of Brits trying to get out. They're going to lose all their ammunition. That's a serious problem for those Brits. They pretty much lost all of their stuff as Temerai takes down a huge amount. Oh, gunner parts with a massive cannonball fire into the 66th and the 94th. Wow, look at all these corpses. Oh my goodness. This is why the boat was probably not a good idea. Not a great idea. However, they did get some of them in there, but there's so few people available. Now, let's check over on the left-hand side, as those guys are pretty much guaranteed for death. Here you go. This is what was expected. As Smoke Trail taking out a bunch of the monsters there. So, looks like you got a collection of possible skirmishers here, maybe? Yeah, you could be talking about the small line infantry contingent. Here we are, the 41st, with Colonel Blood Recon. So, looks like they're going to try and get the ladder. There we go, the ladder goes up. Now, they're going to try and get in there as quickly as possible. There's his supporting friends. So, other member... I thought that was to dingbat on it, but never mind. So here we go. Oh, look at this. A guy leading the charge with the colours. Oh, and he manages to avoid a stab there from the 88th. And they're going in, and fire is being poured into this section. And look, he's running out, and he sticks his flag down on the mortar. He's going for those mortar guys. That was a good play there by Colonel MacAaron. So, and unfortunately they've lost their colours. That's a bit of a problem. Looks like he's going to try and defend off the bayonet with his attacker's colours. So they put the colours down. Obviously there's no bonuses going to be on this occasion, because obviously bonuses cause lag. However, it's probably been noted that a lot to the rest of the English team that they've got a ladder up on the left-hand side. Now the trouble is you've got collections, there's punishment in there. And recruit Virile, the late recruit Virile. Now bear in mind the attackers... Oh, who's this fine fellow? Ah, USC for life. Going in with a hack, and doesn't he look wonderful? In his mighty bonnet and his big plaid skirt. So he's going in there with a sword swing. Let's see if he can do any damage to one of these attacking Russians. Oh, he's gone in for a strike there. Oh, nice hit there. Can he go in again? Question is... Oh, no. USC for life is dead. Anyway. Now, the thing is, essentially, the attackers have got unlimited lives, the defenders do not. So, you can see here, a bunch of the attackers now trying to break down that door. So, let's go up high and see what's going on. So, as you can see, there is pretty much no defense on the left-hand side. That is understandable, because most of the attacks are coming in from the centre and from the left-hand side. That is where the fort is at its weakest. So you can see the largest contingent of everybody in there is... Oh, lovely shot there from Euronymous into quite a few of the 77Ys. So great play there, and a smile from Euronymous. He did a good job of the old cannon there. So, and he's over in the far side. See, two cannons over on the far hill, so they've got a long distance to fire. Oh, there we go. The ladder has just been dropped on the left-hand side. The Russians are pushing the ladder back down, so they're going to have to try and get the ladder back up so that they can start attacking that left side. Now, the trouble is, look at the number of Russians pouring fire into that area. So that is essentially an absolute death trap. You also got cannon, probably loaded up with grape shot and canister shot, that kind of stuff. Probably the odd knife and fork, a bit of cutlery, and a small kitten maybe, who knows what's in that cannon. But that's obviously being laid into those guys as well. So these guys are brave fellows who are running across this open field area. There's not a lot of cover, as you can see, coming across the bridge. Here come the rest of the British. They know, you see, they're avoiding those boats. They pretty much know that those boats are guaranteed death. There are still a couple of boaty guys down there, obviously having fun with their boats, out sailing and all the rest of it. Look, there's a mortar shot going down there, unfortunately missing. Came reasonably close, but look at this. You can see the British trying to push up the ladder as much as they can. Huge amount of fire. Oh, Temerai with a great shot into the Munster Brigade there. Very unfortunate for them. A lot of them getting taken down. As we are watching up high here, as you can see, the large majority of the Russian defenders are looking at this wall. So you can see this wall. This is pretty much where it's all happening. You've got a collection of people over here as well. They are pouring fire onto that main plane, which is where all the British are coming from. You've got a couple of guys in boats, and let's just see. So Temerai doing a great job with the cannon fire from the front of the fort, doing a lot of damage. Let's see, look at that. Temerai, 16 kills, Gunapart 7. Holy crap, that's pretty impressive. So the artillery of the 77Y doing a great job. Now, unfortunately for them, it means, or for the English, it means that their cannons are reachable, or can reach the spawn, I should say. The 77Y cannons can reach the spawn, and that's when they're going to start doing the damage. As you can see, the mortars on the left. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It looks like the right side of the fort there has been reduced to a rubble-like state, which means that area is now susceptible to attack. So what you're going to see now is a contingent of the Russian start to try and block that area, because that is now going to be the weakest spot. The ladder is probably not the weakest spot now, because they can. That's essentially what you're talking about. There is a choke point. So that choke point there is being well guarded. This is going to be the weak point. Now the thing is, the only drawback I notice is the English. I'm surprised they aren't kind of corralling there as best they can and then all go in force. But the disadvantage is they all are separate regiments, so coordinating it in that state is a little bit difficult. However, you can see a large collection of them on their way back to this area. And you can see there, look, if you look there, you can see all of those Russians who are now guarding that area. They're trying to block it off with a combination of fire and bayonet-y goodness. So, oh, nice explosion there, taking out Nylea as the English contingent. Here we go. The Brits are up the rubble. They're dodging left and right to get out of the way of those musket shots and rifle shots. I think it's mostly musket, as there are no riflemen. And in they go for the bayonet dozy-do. So here we go. And who is that? I hear a brave bagpipe player. Where is the brave bagpipe player? Where is that bagpipe player? Okay. There's got to be a... Oh, look at this. Oh, gunner parts! Oh, good heavens. That was brutal. Now the question is, I don't want to live on this map anymore. Oh, so there you go, loads of the British pushing in. More contingents of that line troop coming up there. They are pushing up the rubble, the rubble. So is he pronouncing it properly? Now look, you can see there, they've taken that gate down as well. So these guys are pouring into this area. Now the trouble is, this is a massive choke point. Fire can be poured into this area. However, the sheer weight of numbers coming through that door is going to cause them a problem. Oh, shot out of the air. Ah, the find. There we go. Private Doering with his fine bagpipe playing. And pistol missing. So, going in. Oh, kills one of the attempted Russians trying to get. Don't kill the musicians. It's just not fair. Lovely sword he's got there. Oh, no. Then the musician's down. Oh, dear. This is why it's hard for musicians to get gigs these days. Just everyone keeps thrusting swords into their abdomen. Anyway. So, we are looking at the Russians pouring fire into these contingents. So here you go, there's the 94th Light Infantry with Lieutenant Colonel Pinknight. And also we shall follow up with, there he is, USC for life, leading his 94th Brigade into battle. Up the side of the rubble, the flag has been planted on the side of the fort. Oh, Gunner Thomas killing loads of people on the 94th there. Now the question is, where is Gunner Thomas? So there's the Baker, and you've got this fella here. There's Parts taking pot shots at the gun, and it looks like they might have, their gun may not work. So, and let's see who's over here. There is Jacob. Oh, very unlucky for Jacob there. He missed the boat full of men. And let's see if there's anybody else out here. So you can see now. Ah, look at this. Smart play by some of the English. They've made their way round the back. Unfortunately, the ladder's been dropped down very quickly as loads of fire being poured in down by Rickamaroo. Jesus Christ. You'll have to excuse me, I put the wrong teeth in today when I got out of bed. What can I say? Anyway, look at this. 2 standards of the English. These guys, look at them. They are all over it. Look. Oh my goodness, this is so awesome. These guys pouring up fire. Now the trouble is they can't really, they're not really pushing in. Now the problem with that is that, oh, there we go. Gunner Thomas taking out Nipples again. Oh, poor old Nipples. Desperately unlucky for him. So let's see. Oh, which reminds me, let's just see what's going on here. So you've got these guys here. There's Panos the Pyro. There's Hammer Stout. And there's Gunner Parts doing the reloading. And let's go over and see the finest artillery nozzle in existence. There he is. The man himself, the Chinless Wonder. So he's taking a pot shot at this particular boat. Oh, and kills 3 people on the boat. Members of the 66th. They are no more. So great shot there, as you can see. Great shot by Jacob, as you've got a contingent here dragging a body with them. Now, that cannot be good for your ability to withhold water. It's got to put a leak in the side of the boat. Anyway, he's disappeared. The Zerg are attacking the back, apparently. So, let's see what's going on. There we go. So, oh my goodness, look at all these standards up. Now, the thing is, they've probably been taken by the Russians. So, as a way, I suppose, to a certain degree of taunting them. That could be the reason why. Don't know. Anyway, you can see this is primarily where... Oh, good heavens above. So much artillery kills. 31 to 0 for Temurai. Holy hell. The attackers have unlimited lives. The defenders do not. Now, this is a guy waiting for an opportunity. This is a rubber in waiting. Now, it doesn't help when people stand in front of it. He's waiting for an opportunity to fire his cannonball into as many people as possible. This takes patience and guile and cunning. And this is a patient sticky rubber we're watching here. Because there are people just getting in his way now. And this is just going to really get on Mr. Rubber's tits here. As there are just people ruining it. I mean, you know, how can you fire a cannon when people like this, Mr. Ranger, standing in the way of the cannon? So, yeah. Poor old Sticky has had to change his mind. And take a pot shot at said ship of fools, I suppose you could say. As they are making their way in. Oh, they're bailing out, but they're going to come under fire. They might lose some of their ammunition because of they got out of the water or landed in the water very quickly. So there we go. The Brits, they're making a rush into the front gate as you've got nice contingent of the Russians there defending the front entrance. There you go. You can see the British contingent here dodging left and right to try and avoid those musket balls. This is the 4E. Soldat Mikey Boy making a rush in as they're going in a little bit of a bayonet. Got to be careful. Bit of bayonet-y fun in the entrance to the courtyard there. Oh, no. Tapazina poison taking a bullet to the face from Kawaiao. As the English... Oh, Mikey boy taking a shot from Rusty Turban. So there we go. That is what's going on there. Now, there's Stabby, who is currently waiting. Stabby is patient. Like a spider in the web. And that is a shitload of flags. So who is collecting these flags? So this is Currency here, who seems to be making a habit of collecting British standards. So normally it's pretty bad when you lose one standard. That's not great, but never mind. So, now the thing is, these guys are now starting to lose their lives. They cannot respawn anymore. So it means as these guys continue to attack, the numbers will dwindle, slowly but surely. So, you can see here, there's Mark's Ranger. Yep, that was kind of not exactly unexpected. So, Sticky Rubber there, deciding to shoot the enemy by firing through his teammate. So, yeah, a tad unfortunate there. As, unfortunately, Sticky Rubber decides to cheese it in the opposite direction. So, or was that Sticky Rubber who died? Hard to say. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might have been the rubberized one, who is no more. As we are watching the English now overtake the top of the fort. So the English now in a very dominant position. You can see the remainders of the Russians now running over from the left side. Hogham still doing a great job into 4E and the 94th. Lieutenant Corporal Nipples again. So let's just see what's going on. So there we go. The English are bringing their standard up. Lance Corporal Mr. Joystick. Hello, Mr. Joystick. Doesn't he look wonderful? Resplendent with the colours, holding them in a very honourable and forthright way. Now, oh, Barristan the Bat got one in the back. So you can see, looks like these guys are still trying to put some fire down. There's Cadet Sunflower defending, taking cover there next to Marriott, who's trying to take cover behind the... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Mr. Joystick has planted down the flag. That's good stuff there. So he's going in for a bit of a stabby fun. Unfortunately, he gets bayonet raped by the Russians. So a great attempt there to put down the flag, however, was unsuccessful. Oh, look at all these flags being picked up. So these guys are picking up the flags and cheesing it. Let's see. So the oh my goodness, it's basically a collection of English flags. So they're basically just going to dump them all in there. It's just like, we got your flags, haha. And, you know, might even set fire to them. Who knows? We'll see. So that's a shitload of British flags. So you've got the standard Union Jack and the Royal Ensign there as well. So, oh dear me. So, we shall move out and see what's going on in the main courtyard here as the English start to pour through the archway in the main section, as everyone looks like the Russians are now retreating back off the walls, trying to dodge the fire, and will be putting up a last-ditch defense in the churchyard. So, if you're going to die, the churchyard is the place to do it. I heard a flutist. Defensive fluting for the win. Now, who's on the piano? Is there nobody on the organ? This is no time for a marriage. You've got to be kidding me. So, 13th Grenadier Curtis thinks it's time to get married. I think that's what's known as somebody objecting to the wedding. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. So, anyway, as you can see, the British are absolutely bloody everywhere like ants. Look at these guys, pushing in from all directions. They are coming in through all locations. You've got guys firing up from the top of the battlements. Coming in, it looks like they're trying to get flags away there, trying to keep those flags out of the way, as there's a hole in the side of the building. So that'll be the fire coming down from the little cannonade there. As you've also got gentlemen up here firing down. So there's Helnor. And you've also got Petsku So they're firing down as, let's see what's going on. The Russians have defended the fort. Wow. We'll bring you the next round. Stay tuned. And so, we are now looking at the next round. So, let's see how things going. As Chad clicks on a few things here and there, blah 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 blah. There we go. Okay, so it looks like they haven't done a reset yet, so everyone's all getting set up. And we should be underway possibly soon. Let's see. Check everyone has swapped. A brief gamut of surrenders going on here. So everybody has changed positions now. Okay. So, first York, you are not artillery. Whoops-a-daisy. So, as you can see, oh, there's a partisan there. Look at that, isn't he? Does look wonderful. Flat hat. SAS Fury and his communist beard. Oh, holy crap! Jesus Christ Almighty. That was just brutal. Yeah, that really wasn't good for them. And live on reset, now this is the problem the spawn's going to have. These guys are going to have to get out of there fast. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Hobis, owner of a fine moustache and no head hair. Sleepy Scumbag, great name. So we're just waiting for them to do the reset. Oh dear, Curtis and Marriott drowned. Live on reset, look, there we go, floating around like turds in a swimming pool. Hello. So there's the boat. Glub, glub, glub. Oh dear. Stabby, stabby. So as you can see, they're taking dents out of the walls. As these guys basically do like they're fooling around. Look at that. There we go. We've reset. And we are underway. We are now live, boys and girls. Now, let's lock in on the 77Y as these guys get sorted out. The trouble is they cannot stay in the spawn for too long, as these guys, the Russians, are going to try and get on those battlements and take a pot shot at them bloody for it up fast. These two fellas, there's Jacob and Sticky Rubber, the rubberized one who is firing the mortar. So there we go, you've got people dealing with that. And these fine fellas over here, that will be Colonel Aztir and Jelja and Scruff. And this will be Malekith in the golden braid. There we go, complete with pipe. So looks like he is leading a collection of troops there into a boat. Now, this is oh, crikey. Okay, this is interesting because they're moving into a boat, but it looks like I don't think they're actually going to make their way over there. Or they come under the bridge, it's hard to say at the moment. We'll just have to wait and see. Gunner Thomas with a kill already into one of the HM. So that's looking unfortunate for them. Oh, look at that, the whiskey water bottle on the back there. Isn't it wonderful? Anyway, so you've got these two guys here doing some kind of strange things with their pistols. As cannon fire coming in there, taking out Therolan. Now, there we go. In come the boaty wonders. So you've got, now, you don't have a huge amount on this boat. Now, who are these fellas? This is the 77Y, so there's thingamajib in there. And you've got Radwall. Now, it could be that they are an attack diversionary force. Now, there's Cadet Blackjack. Sorry, Madam Blackjack. And we are looking at the 88th here. So there we go. Oh no, Jacobs just killed Scruff. Oh dear, that's not going to go down well. There's Hovis. Correction, the late Hovis. As we are seeing a large contingent. Here we go. So here's the large contingent of the 77Y. Now the question is Mao still alive? Okay, well he's not. Now, let's see what's going on. As you've got a load of people around the left-hand side here. Who is this fine drummery person? Cadet KJ91. All hail... Oh, crikey. Malekith just got shot in the face. So, offensive drumming for the win. Ladies and gentlemen, that man deserves respect for his drumming skills in the field of battle. So, as you can see, they're all piling into the boat. Bear in mind, these guys have unlimited. Oh, there's 88th Colonel Joker. So these guys here making their way across the bridge. The 88th looking wonderful. Engineer Kaya. And who's this gentleman catching up? That's Guard Dane. And this will be... There's Astir going past the camera now with contingents. So there we go. Looks like he's got a collection of the 77Y with him passing the camera now. And as these guys are all making their way over the bridge, this will be that'll be Gelja possibly, or one of the NCOs. They're making their way through, and you can see over on the far side. Yep, this is the pipe smoking Mr. Malekith with his contingent of English cadets. Oh, one of them just took a bullet. That's painful. So let's see how things are going up. Look at these guys all lining up here. This is the 4E looking resplendent. Oh, concentrated fire. Don't they look beautiful? Isn't that wonderful? As, oh dear, a couple of the 13T getting taken out by 65th Artillery. Now you can see the ladder down here on the left side. Now let's get up high and see what they're looking at with numbers. Now you can see some of the Russians now rotating from that left side to try and defend against that massive push by the 77Y and the 88th into that ladder. So that's where they're going to try and pour as many forces as they can. There's going to be lots of stabbing going on. Now, you also notice that there's a couple of boats loaded over there. They can't really go much further, and you've got another contingent of a lot of people coming in that direction. So there we go. You can see there the walls are being overrun by a large amount of British people. So let's see if we can focus in on the battle as it stands at the moment. So you can see these guys. They are attempting to get up that ladder as much as possible, taking so much fire, so many people dying to bayonets and bullets. It's just, well, musket balls technically. It's not a bullet. As you can see, brave fighting there by the English. That's Mark Slayer getting stabbed down, and a few more members. Let's see who these guys are. Fighting against the monsters. There's Cadet Igo, fighting against, fighting against hopeless odds. As, there you go, the last member. The PFC Andy Murray is down, and you can see the remainders of the English trying to come up the flag, up the ladder, I should say, up the flag, whatever. And, look at this. This is the key part. Now, you can see what the artillery have done is they've focused fire on that corner to try and take that corner out. That is their key movement in. So, they come straight across the bridge, over and onto this mound. As you can see, the Russians have now redirected the concentration of their forces to this particular mound. Now, who is that fella? Oh, we won't find out, because I think he just snuffed it. Yeah, he went charging in. Oh, that was Scruff going in there with the bayonet. So, looking pretty good there. Looking pretty good. Now, the question is, can they push back the steam train that is the 77Y and their sheer weight of numbers. The trouble is they've got so many people in their meleeing, they can't really put some gun force, or gunfire force I should say, into these guys who are attacking. So there's no line in front of them. There's no line closing in behind them while these guys are meleeing. So who is that? There's 13 TE, Lieutenant Gwynford. Nice Welsh name, if not... Correction. Not that being Welsh did him a lot of good anymore. So there we go. There's PFC Joris. How he sees anything with those glasses. As Lance Corporal Morpheus takes a bayonet to the face and is dead as a doornail. So there you go. The 77Y setting up again. There's Colonel Aztir. As you've also got Malekith over here, sorting out the troops, getting them all organised, getting them into a line. And there we go. So there's Jelja. He'll be setting up for a line as well. Many people who spawn on Jelja after Mal has taken the next line out. As this fine fella, Sergeant Gaz, has just been executed for being AFK. So, harsh but fair. So, let's see what's going on as this particular fort battle is all but over. 11 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock. Now, you've still got an awful lot of Russians up here. These guys have done a great job of defending against this battle. Now look, you've got guys set up here, got guys set up here, fire coming from this side as well. Well, not in his case anyway. Ooh, nice shiny golden bombs. Shiny. Oh, 65th Capridio, I should say, with a massive kill onto the 88th there. Great shot from that artillery. So, let's see what's going on. These guys still in the melee. There we go. Oh, dear. Priest just killing one of his teammates, USE for life. As, unfortunately, a little bit of stabby going on there. There we go. Private Weirdo. You can see a little bit of stabbing going on there with the bayonets. Oh, Enrico taking a musket ball to the face. As there is... Okay. Oh, dear me. So, let's see if we can lock in on the guys defending the fort. So, now look at these fine fellas. This is the 4E. Determined to defend. Now, this is interesting. Oh, 65th Captain Geo there with a nice shot into the enemy. Now, this is sneaky play by the 4E. Now, this is there by Lance Mack there. Now, what they're doing is they are going offensive. They come out of that area and they're dealing... Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, my goodness! Ambush! Total ambush by the 4E. Holy crap, that was awesome. Those devious bastards. It was just brilliant. All ran past and all of a sudden, why are my guys falling over? So there we go. That was Temurai there who led everyone to their bullety demise. But never mind, these things happen. So, who's driving the boat? That is 13 TE Gwynford, as one of his additional guys gets on the boat, and any minute now they will be off. The trouble is, while they're doing that, they're all coming under fire as, oh dear, Jelja's just snuffed it, courtesy of a lovely cannon shot there from Capridio. Now, the question is, where is Capridio? Let's see if we can lock in on him, because he's doing a wonderful job of the artillery today. So, no artillery there. Captain Geo. Oh, yeah. Into loads of 13 TE. Loads of 13 TE just got taken out by that shot. So, let's just see what's going on. I'm guessing maybe one of these guys, possibly. Let's see if we can find the cannoneer who is doing this fine job. Let's see, who is that? There he is. Now, look at that position. He's looking down the throat of the enemy. Loads of people coming towards him. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, goodness me. Now, there's the problem, you see. Cannonball fire into loads of them there. as we're watching the... there's Major Malekith there, complete with rifle. They're going to try and make their way to the ladder, get the ladder up on the left-hand side and get it up as quickly as possible, if you pardon the expression. So there we go, Malekith going for the ladder. Looks like he's just taken a shot as the English are trying to defend him as he's moving that ladder up. He's get out of my way of me damn ladder. There we go, the ladder's up. And any minute now, his contingent will be making their way. That section will be going up that ladder as quickly as possible. Malekith not leading the charge, but he's definitely behind. He's definitely there, taking a few shots, doing a few shots up the ladder to try and get those guys to back off. But they're not going to do that. There we go. You see Malekith making it to the top of the ladder. Malekith is at the top of the ladder, and he moves in for the stabby fun. There we go, and he dies. So, here's something you won't see often in this game. The corpse of Major Malekith. Anyway. So, we are looking at these defenders. These guys are doing a good job of defending this particular push. Now, oh, how do you stick a flag in the middle of a ladder? That's interesting. So, there you go. Oh, look at that. Smoke trail with a nice shot into Bigger Wolfen. And you can see more English here coming up this ladder. Now, the question is, who are these fellas? This is Private Horax. Who is that? There's Temurai trying to carry the flag up the ladder there. So, Temurai, who is probably any second now, gonna take a bullet. Hello, fellas. Let me attack you with a flag. No, he's fallen to his death. Failed. Failed so hard. So, as you can see, this breach still being defended, but it looks like the Russians have made a little bit, or the English, I should say, have made a big dent here. Not a little dent, a big dent into this area, but the Russians are kind of holding them back. You've got a couple of Brits who are over here on the right, but they are being taken out. Oh, look at these fine fellows all set up beautifully. The 4E, look at these wonderfully well-drilled gentlemen. They are waiting for the English. This is sly, devious stuff going on here. Should be ashamed of yourself, gentlemen. This is tactics. What are you doing? This is tactics. So they are waiting for people to come through. Now, the good thing is if they come through that door, they can also basically rotate their fire out. So they are waiting for the opportunity to gun loads of people down. As we're looking at 5 minutes and 31 seconds left on the clock, this is not going well for the British contingent. They've got to get in there. They really should be in there, I would say, by about 2 to 3 minutes before the end of the game. The game. Sorry. Bad teeth again. So, essentially, what they've got to... Oh, where did that come from? Essentially, they've got to get to that flag and get down in this area as quickly as possible. Now, you can see, basically, because of the spawning rules, it's all been thinned out here in the middle. So, there's not as many Russians to defend that fort. As, there's Temurai there. He is holding up the flag. There we go. He's holding up the flag to everybody. Yes, I'm holding the flag. Well done. As the English are now pushing in. So you can see more of the Russians coming in. Don't stand in the... Oh. See, this is the trouble, is what happens. They stand in the footwell there, or the stairwell, and nobody else can get up there. So it's a bit unfortunate. So you need to get up there, get out, then start shooting. But, you know, when you've got this many people on the server, it's hard to organise. So, the 4E, I think, here. Let's see. Yep, there you go. There's Lanner's Mac there. And looks like he is leading his troops into the battle. Now, who is this guy? This is 88th Fury and... Oh, where's he? God Templar. Oh, and he missed him. So he's reloading as we make a move and watch the 65th making pushes. So, there we go. Oh, bayonets raised high, rifle butts high, bayonets low, going in for the top-down stab as we move over to see another contingent of the English pushing to the left. Now, you can see here that door has been opened and the portcullis has been dropped so they can fire through it. So that's very good play there by this defending contingent. So, now, you'll notice also there are no defenders on this wall. So obviously a weakness has been noted by Colonel Aztir at, as he was about to be the late Colonel Aztir. And, yeah, stabbed, and he is. There you go. So the late Colonel Aztir, stabbed in the testicles during the battle, yet again, and is now basically, you know, he's there for all eternity, doing his Superman impression. So anyway, the English are now into the fort and making a push down in towards the churchyard. This is where the problem lies. They have got 2 minutes and 44 seconds to defend this area. They need to block off these areas here with troops and fire. God, look at that fire there, taking that out. So block off this area, block off this area. Maybe even, is there any areas around the back? No, there's none around the back. So this is what we're talking about here. We have to see if the... Now, the thing is, are these gates? No, they're not just gates you can close. Okay. So, cannon fire still coming in. Look at all these craters, smoking craters all over the place. The Russians returning to the churchyard as the English start pouring in. Here we go. Loads of the English coming in. The 88th coming in with their flag bearer, Guard Braxton. There we go. They're pushing into that point. The Russians really need to hold them back. It's going to cause a major problem because you know what's coming, yes. Oh dear. Cadet Black Dynamite has just stabbed his commander. Oh dear. Never mind. So, you can see this is the problem. Look at this. These guys are defending. They've got to be pointing towards that wall because any minute now, the 77 wire coming through and it's going to hurt. For exactly this reason. Wow. So, you can see them all coming through, taking shots all over the place, fire from all directions. Now, that might have been the 88th. The question is, yep, there's Georgia there, as he is taking some of his guys to go downstairs into the courtyard area, and here we go. So there's Georgia calmly making his way back with the rifle. There is Captain Scruff leading his line troops into the fray as we move over to see who these fine fellows are. 88th Lance Corporal Morpheus, followed by some of his men. As you can see, 39 seconds left on the clock. I think it's fair to say, unless these guys get in there and push fast, the Russians will defend this base. So, you can see deep in the heart of the battle there, Temurai trying to take down those Russians as quickly as possible. Cadet Sunflower also trying to do the same. You can see here 18 seconds left on the clock. Can the Russians do it? There are some English in the area. Oh dear, Jacob killing Radwell with a nice bomb from his mortar. And I think it's fair to say that the Russians have successfully defended this fort. And we might be talking about a 1-1 situation. Look at this. They're pouring in and they have done it. Congratulations to the Russians defending. And they're asking if they want a fun round, so we'll be right back. Okay, this is the fun round. Officer pistol battles.
Rule Britannia!
That's a load of officers. Now, that's a good question. Who's commanding?
Huzzah! Huzzah! King and country!
One side pub bridge. That should be interesting. So, let's see how these guys get on. So, that's a lot of gold braid. Now, on one nearest castle. So, there we go. Who is taking... Oh, dear. Is he an officer? Yes, look at him. Look at that fine braid. The trouble is, when I see that around his neck, that sort of crescent moon thing, I always think of Babylon 5. Can't help it. Okay, so. Loads of orifices. So many orifices. So, here we go. And one partisan. There's always one. Doesn't he look lovely? Even if he's ginger. So, an admin horse. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. So the question is, can they all hold fire while people move in? No, some can't. This, look, getting the flipping, look at that. That's a lot of telescopes. Oh dear. Oh. So there we go. See if we can get a good view on this. This should be interesting. Okay. Okay. This has the potential to be extremely silly. Okay. So everyone present. And we're ready to go. Oh, fire! Oh dear. Oh, there's so much fire going on. Epic shots. Look at that. Fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic. Oh, there we go. They're charging. They're charging. Some are charging. Going in for the attack. There we go. There we go. Guard Templars down. And they're going in. The Russians are attacking. There we go. Who is that? 81st Private Chimp. The chimps are attacking. Look out, boys and girls. So there we go. The charge has been spyglassed them to death. Stabby's to... Oh, God. This is not going to go well for these guys. Look. They can't go that way. They can't go that way. Oh, no. It's all going to go horribly wrong. Oh, God. Raped. Raped in the worst way. And then so begins the team killing. Reform on your bridges, gentlemen. Reform on your bridges. One more time and then it's GG. So, there we go. This is completely ridiculous but extremely fun. So, they basically need to hold fire. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's very nice. Astir heals everybody. Bit of kicking going on there. So, who's this gentleman? This is Mr. Stabby. He looks wonderful.
God save the king! Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!
Who is that person? That's Flyman in the boat. So, I think some of them can't spawn again. So, this is going to be rather nasty. Look, surrendered already. 19 versus 61. This seems fair. Russians get the first shot unhindered. Interesting. The thing is, wouldn't it be best to literally stand at the end of the bridge that way and shoot downwards? Oh dear. Okay, right, everyone fire. And look, Astir's in the middle of with them. Oh, Astir has changed size, that dirty bugger. So, there we go. Astir just dies as well. Oh dear. Never mind.
Women fight with swords. Men
Georgia just spawned a rocket launcher. This is not going to go well. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear. And they've broken the bridge as well. Look at that. They've broken the bridge completely. Oh, Mal having a little bit of a contretemps there. That's Hovis, actually. Hovis, who's on the horse. So, I think Mal has been horse-napped. I think Mal has been horse-napped. And, oh, there we go. More people dying horribly. And Cadet Madman has left. So there we have it. Good games for all the sides, guys. Thanks for watching as Hovis snuffs it off the back of a horse. We hope you enjoyed tonight's event, even though I couldn't talk. Good games, guys. See you next time.